how you guys doing? Congratulations on Ash. I really, really enjoyed it.
Thank
Thank you, my
you.
friend. I love your setup.
Yeah, me
Thank you,
too.
thank you. It's for me, it's brand new. It's something in the studio that nobody's really used, and now I'm allowed to use it. So I'm very excited
Awesome.
to get it. Anyway, let's talk about you guys and your guys' amazing film. I'm a big fan of horror, sci-fi, so I thought what Flying Lotus did was a lot of fun, especially with his music and then you guys being great talents. Aaron, what is it that attracted you to working on this film?
Honestly, Eiza, truly, I've been dear friends with her for a long time, one of my closest friends. And we were sent the script at the same time. And so we were just texting each other through the whole process. And after we both sat down with Flylo, it was very apparent that we both really wanted to do it, because just all the boxes were checked. And I just have to say, to be able to witness this artist's work, Asa, firsthand for the first time for me was so incredible. I mean, she's just such a powerhouse. She cares about every moment. And it comes off. I mean, you saw the film. I mean, she just does such she just gives everything, just such a raw performance, and I applaud her, and I feel blessed to be able to tackle this crazy journey with her.
I have to agree with you because honestly, Ash doesn't work if Aza is not good because
No,
we're so focused in her journey and trying to remember and also I mean it goes hand in hand because we're trying to figure out what's going on just as well as she
right.
has. Aza, tell me a little bit about your approach to Raya and how you tackled that.
Yeah, it was terrifying. It was what you said. It was like what you just verbalized was sort of my fear while doing the project. I was like, if I'm not good, the movie's not good. Like, that's a
Yeah,
lot. Like, that's a lot to, there's a lot of different types of projects that you kind of rely on a lot of other things. This was not it. And I think about sometimes the decisions that I do. And I'm like, wow, I'm ballsy. Like, I'm like, you know what I should do? Go do a movie where like 80% of the time I'm on my own and no one's there and I have to act just on my own. Let's see how that goes. Like, I'm crazy. I find that really terrifying, but somehow I was like, let's fucking do this. And having Aaron with me made such a difference because I had a friend in him. And it was a challenge. It was a challenge. It's a role that requires a lot. It requires endurance. It requires stamina. It requires a lot of dedication, meticulous sort of attention to detail. You have to be really open to it's an independent film, right? So it's made for no money with a willing, loving crew and a director with a vision. And it's a hard job doing an independent film. It's not spoken about enough. And it makes me really happy, even hearing Sean Baker in his process right now, letting people know this is not easy. It's real passion for the work. And
yeah,
that was what kept me going. The passion for the job, the passion and the dedication from Aaron, from Flylo, that we were all like in love with the idea and we wanted to give our best. And so, yeah, that's all to say. It was terrifying. I'm glad you connected with it. And it's a movie that I really believe in. I like working with directors that take swings, big swings. It's a big swing. This is not a undertaking. This is not a lazy movie that it's like a safe second movie. This is as
yeah.
hard as it gets, and he nailed it. And we really owe it to a great, lighting force, and it was him. It really was
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, 100% I agree. One of the things that I found interesting in some of my notes is that he plays music on set. How did that affect both of you in your performances?
Don't mind. He's just coming real quick. Come right in. It's his food. I'll answer to you while
I
he.
got a
Yeah, no
salad.
problem.
Good
You
for
can
you.
get.
You eat your food. Yeah, the music, everything that he picks in this film has a reason. It's not he's a complete and total creative in a 360 kind of way. And he came in. I remember when we started sort of talking about the music, the lighting, Everything was purposeful. And he said, for instance, like there's a scene where I'm thinking of Kevin, and you'll notice that every time that he sort of injects the trumpet, there's a trumpet sound in the movie. It kind of always connects to my memories with Kevin, but that has a reason. And then he builds that trumpet into the soundtrack. I'm a geek about music, so this really kind of
Yeah.
stayed with. He starts building it as it goes throughout the movie. It starts like an independent solo trumpet, and it starts to kind of build and build and build and build. And I'm like, you're meant to be a filmmaker. You have a
Yeah.
sense of how to create an ambiance, create a vibe. You know that a scene is not just the actor and the actress working together. It's the lighting, it's the music, and so when you're working with a 360 director like that, you are in a safe space. You are creating something amazing, and it could be your cup of tea or not cup of tea, but I think that people come out of this movie and can appreciate the artistry and the dedication that comes especially from him. We are just a bystander to the film. He really just was like, pour his heart and soul into
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I think it all came out really, really well. I know that as we were watching it, my wife was like, "Hey, I know I'm not necessarily watching it too much, but I know that the sounds are really telling of what's going on in the film." Eiza, Aaron, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time. Congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
film. I'm glad you guys finally got to work together.
Thank you, Manny.
Yay, we are
Appreciate it,
too.
buddy.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you both.